following content is brought to you by Social Inform Media. This story comes to us from KSLA.com. This story's out of Louisiana. Now, that's Alabama. It's more like, this story comes to us from Louisiana. That's my Louisiana accent. Now, I did an editorial. Remember when the FBI raided the Bossier City, Louisiana police union and arrested the sergeant? I'll put a link to that editorial in the description box, along with a link to the story. But apparently, they're not done in Bossier City. Somebody in Bossier City is bossier than the police chief. How do you like that play on words? Some of you may go, I don't get it. Look up Bossier City, Louisiana. Okay? You'll see why the mayor is bossier than the police chief. The Bossier City Municipal Fire and Police Civil Service Board is considering the removal of the chief of the Bossier City Police Department. An item listed in the meeting agenda for today, actually, September 16th, says the board will consider the removal of Christopher Estes as chief of police. The request was submitted by Mayor Tommy Chandler. Now, according to a release from the city, Louisiana law provides a working test period for municipal fire and police civil service employees. So as the request to remove Estes is less than 6 months from his date of appointment, prior removal from the Bossier City Civil Service Board is required by law. Because it's a working test period, I think you're saying. Mayor Chandler released the following statement. Public safety has always been a top priority of mine, and this decision is not one that has been made without great thought, consideration, and prayer. Unfortunately, the Bossier City Police Department, under the leadership of Chris Estes, has not progressed in a manner that best serves the department or the citizens of Bossier City. The men and women of the Bossier City Police Department and the citizens of Bossier City deserve leadership that seeks to strengthen the department and our community. While I understand the decision to remove the chief during the working test period is unprecedented and controversial, I am committed to make the tough decisions that ensure that Bossier City progresses and prospers. Now, of course, Estes was just made the police chief back in April of this year, and they're removing him. What really interests me about this action is that it comes on the heels of the FBI raiding the police union and arresting the sergeant. What's going on in Bossier City that they want to get rid of the police chief? Is it because of he lacked leadership with that sergeant, the union? Or is it because there's something a little bit more nefarious going on there under the... You see what I'm saying? Let's flip on the lights and let's look at it with illumination. Maybe call in the Illuminati. I don't know. But it really interested me that this comes on the heels of that FBI action. That all of a sudden, Sergeant gets arrested. He's investigated by the FBI. Now the police chief is getting fired. If they approve it. We don't even know yet. They have to approve it. What's going on in Bossier City?